Welcome to the 2 o'clock slump. It's good to have you here. My name is Shari Storm. Like Don mentioned, I was an executive for 16 years. If you've ever worked at a company where it's gone through times of change, you know you're earning your paycheck, aren't you? Those are tough times. So some advice. Number one, when you are a manager and you have to communicate with your team that you're going to be going through times of change, remember that you are further along in the process than they are. And really, this applies to anything you have to communicate to somebody. Remember that you are further along. What's your first response to be this? I like how you think. Like someone comes to you and says, I think we should put a taco truck in the break room. The first thing your mind says is, it's not going to fit, dummy. That's your first response. But that shouldn't be what comes out of your mouth. What comes out of your mouth, it should be, I like the way you think. Now, what are you saying there? Are you saying, I like that idea? No, you are not. Are you saying, we'll do that idea? No, you are not saying that. What you are saying is, I like the way you think. Then, force yourself to do 3 things. Listen to the idea without speaking. Ask at least one question about it and build off that idea. One sentence that builds off that idea. This will do 2 things for you. Number one is it will stop you from sucking the soul out of the people that work for you who are creative and energetic. Because the creative, energetic people, their souls will be sucked out of them if every time they bring something to you, you immediately tell them why it can't be done. But the other thing, and the thing that's more important, is it will force you to exercise those muscles in your brain that make you think creatively, and make you think innovatively, and make you think energetically. If you fret, and if you worry, and if you stress out about things you cannot control, you are not showing up as your best self at work every day. Because this is what we do. When we start ruminating like that, we eat too much, we drink too much, we watch too much, we go on Facebook too much. We, depending on the state you live in, maybe you smoke too much. I don't know, but you're doing these things that don't have you show up as your best self. Now, I know. Some of you do yoga and run marathons, but you are the rare unicorn. And then the last thing for this point is be very, very deliberate about the way that you celebrate. I love studying how groups celebrate because the way that you celebrate, the things you celebrate and the way you celebrate them can have such a strong impact on your culture, on your morale, on your team bonding. But you have to be very thoughtful about it. I'm going to give you 2 examples of companies I think do a really good job. The first was the vice president of sales for Highlights magazine. To which I said, It never occurred to me that somebody would work for Highlights magazine. He gives out. It's called the SWSWSW Award. It stands for Some Will Buy, Some Will Not, Someone's Waiting. Don't think about it too hard because it doesn't match up. But it's called the SWSWSW Award. The OCD people are like, wait. You forgot the B's. I don't know. It's his story, not mine. Saying. He said, I need people who are optimistic and persistent and buoyant and can be told no 100 times in a row and still keep making those phone calls. He said, every sales program you see will say, we reward results. He said, I can't reward results. I wouldn't keep anyone. I need to reward effort. And my husband texts back, caramel macchiato, ? And you know that feeling that you get? So I rush over to Kenji, and I come upon him. Cringe? Is that cringing? And I said, oh, Kenji, that was not meant for you. That was meant for my husband. And you could just see his wheels go. I'm like, no, not sexting at work, gross. 20 years, no, that. And he's just like, he's got this mixture of fear confusion, and he stands up and he says, I'm just gonna go to Starbucks now. Can I have a coffee? Which brings me to the law of attraction. You cannot treat people poorly and expect them to give superior customer service. It doesn't work that way. The way you treat your employees is also the way that they are going to represent you in the communities. Thank you. That's my presentation. Do you have any questions? Remember me in your reviews. Thank you.
Thank you, Shari.